because we are about to play your brand new single Sex on our show, and it is an absolutely amazing track, so congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'm very glad that you liked it. Thank you very much.
So, one of the things we've learnt over this last 12 months with your music is we never know what to expect from your tracks. You've had heartfelt tracks, you've had fun tracks. Tell our listeners a little bit about what they can expect from Sex.
I think my tracks match my life. I don't know what's coming in my life. So, sex itself is was a conversation between me and my management, and they said they went back to my first album, and they said it was a lot of fun and a massive amount of sexuality with songs like "Good Girl Turn Bad" and "I Think of You, I Touch Myself," and then I disappeared for a while, and then I came back with all these very, very serious songs like "Daddy" and "You Never Understand." I have a lot of tracks that are quite serious, and some of them involved with politics and self-expression. And I said, well, I do songs as life goes by. When I was started, there was Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears, and all these girls were just pushing sexuality, and I just jumped on the wagon. And then after that, I got older and more deeper, and life changed. So I became more self-expression about going through life and involved with everything around me. So they said to me, we want fun Cherie back. We want sexy Cherie back. We want to bring more happier track and sexier track. You killed all sexuality in your life. And I think one of them suggested, he said, you used to have this song called Sex is My Game you sang a long time ago. And I went on Australia, Got Talent. And at that time when I went on this show, every person came to me, they were singing the song for me. And there was a group of Irish dancers, all boys. And this was like good morning. Every time they run past me, they all sing Sex is My Game. So I thought, okay, what about I will bring this song back, but I will do it differently this time. I will do it as Cherie now, not Cherie, the old Cherie. So I brought this song and I originated completely different. And it's funny that I've been celibate for 4 years. If that's ad, and when you are celibate, you start writing about sex and relationship and fantasy much more deeper and has a fantasy level about it more than when you're doing things and having it in your life. And I read an article one time about the best women who write about sexuality and sex. They're normally singles and they live with their parents, and a lot of them are virgin. And that's why their writing is so amazingly full of fantasy. So I went back and I was writing a script of the film, and in the script, it starts with this woman that she was just, alone and sleeping on a very rainy night, and then she woke up with the thunder strong, and then she heard those noises coming from people next door that they are having fun. And then she picked up the phone and then she called this man that she liked, and the whole song started. And based on the film I was writing, I thought, oh, with the conversation with the management, I thought, okay, let's put them together, and that's where the song Sex came alive. It's a story of fantasy.
Was it a difficult track for you to write, or did you find it quite an easy track to write?
It was actually an easy track to write because I was writing the film, and then I was going for a walk, and then suddenly, as I always say, the inspiration always comes to me when I walk. I don't know why. When I walk, the lyrics goes in my mind crazy, and then I type it and text it before I forget it, and send it to my musician, and send it to myself. And sometimes I write things that I don't know, because English is my second language, so I say it to my musician, I say, is this too much for me to say that, or that's okay? And so I write those, and some of them was too much, so he said, no, you can't say that. So we took it out of the lyrics, and then we changed it a little bit to make it more PG, but we kept the name of the song called Sex because that will bring more viewers to it. And it comes to I enjoy singing it because every song, if you notice, of my song, I have to, because I'm an actress, so I studied acting all my life. And I talked to the management, I talked to the recording studio, and I said, every song has different voices and different story to tell. And he said, do it what you feel right for each song. Like I have a new song coming up now, and probably it's one of my best work. Hasn't been published yet. But it's about living the moment and living the character. So when I put the song in my mind as a movie story and I'm playing the character, it makes it easy for me to perform and it's easy for me to sing.
Definitely.
And that's where we start from. Yeah.
Cherie, you've had so many great tracks come out this year that our listeners have absolutely fallen in love with. What are your plans now for the future? Are you going to look to do an album? What are the plans for the near future?
Well, the plan for the near future, I just recorded a hit song that I made it mine. It's actually by The Doors, and I've been wanting this song for 5 years. And I've been approaching them, trying to get the right for it, and they're just ignoring me. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna go out and record it and then send it to them. So we're still waiting, and everyone heard it between my circle. They think it's great. At the same time, I'm growing as an artist. My music is getting better, my lyrics is getting better, my performance is getting better. But I am on a crossroad where I got my O1 visa now, and I'm packing to move to United States, to West Hollywood. And I have a big meeting with a publisher who worked with some of the biggest names. They haven't taken me yet. I have a meeting with them, but they said they like me, they like my music, they like everything. But we have a meeting on the 26th. So as I know, talking to my management there, they said, when you come here, we would like to put you with some of the biggest musicians and composers in LA to work with. They all heard about you, they've seen your work, and they like to work with you. So I am so excited. I can't wait. I think my best work will be coming more. And any one of those songs, I always put them in a series of movies. As I said, it's all building a soundtrack for the film I wanted to make. So there's so many things coming, and I would like to finish an album and start another album, which is all the journey of my life. Started from when I was young, talking about all the crazy things that I sang about, to now I'm more mature and talking about self-discovery and life and, relation with my family and all these kind of things. And then now the next stage is me going to Hollywood and trying to make it in the music and the film in a very big environment. Is I'm scared? Yes. Is I'm excited? Yes. Is I'm thinking it's going to be a big ride? I believe so, because, there's also problems coming from Hollywood all the time. But knowing who I am, I think I will be doing amazing stuff there too. So that's what I'm looking for.
Definitely.
There's people already offered me, there's a band of 3 guys. They are in their 40s. You there?
Yeah, I am, yep.
Yeah. And they contacted me on Facebook and they said, we want you to come with us on the stage because you're going to bring new audience to us. You're going to bring a huge, big male audience to our band. And I like this type of music, but I said, but I have my own music. Are you allowing me to do my stuff, plus doing your stuff together, and maybe we'll write new stuff together? And they said, yes, we are open for that. So now it's all talking. It's like with all the offers of film I'm getting, everyone want me to be a part in their film. There is a talk with Warner Brothers that they want to do a reality show about me. So there's so many promises that I learned for the last year since I become on this network in America. The amount of offers comes from America, unbelievable, but you have to be sure it is real because they promise too much, and then in the end, where is it?
Yeah.
So until I signed the contract, I was talking about this whole idea about making, they said the same people who did the Kardashian, they saw you and they want to make a documentary about you leaving Australia and starting yourself from zero in Hollywood and trying to make your way in Hollywood. And I said, that's all amazing and sound great, but until I sign the contract, the first day of shooting, I know it's real. Because I've been told so many promises in this year, and I can't believe anything until it's happened. So let's see what will happen, you know?
Yeah, well, we are sure that you are definitely going to make it over there, and we wish you all the best of luck in Hollywood. But for right now, we are going to play Sex on our show for the very first time. So what would you like to say to all of our listeners out there before they take a listen to this amazing track?
The funny thing is with this track, everyone asking me if there is a man I sang for this track, and I just said, actually, it's based on my fantasy. There was no special man for it, but it's a beautiful track. It's very sensual, and yes, there's a song called Sex, but it's more about love and lust and desire. And I wrote this song especially when I got, I have to say that because that's really important, when I heard the news about the abortion in America. And that made me very angry because I believe that women should have the right with their body and their decision. So I made this song especially that this woman that's singing this song, she's taken control of her life and her sexuality and her desire, and she's not ashamed of it, and she's taking control. And that's why the song is giving power to women about their sexuality, to be proud and basically grab what they want and not feel ashamed about it. So for every woman out there that will hear this song, hopefully she will relate to it. And for every man who likes some of BDSM and strong women and sexuality, enjoy it and just have fun with it. That's what the song is all about.